Hello everyone. A few guys have been asking me how I do my knocking points, so I'm going to make a video to show you how to do it, because that's probably easiest, and you can look back at it and just check to see what I'm doing as you go. I use Halo serving from BCY. It's just the stuff I have left over from doing my servings. It's the 0.019 stuff, although they do smaller stuff which might be better, but it's just what I use for my servings. They also do a dedicated serving knocking point thread as well, which might be good, but I haven't tried that. So if I know my I know the measurement for my knocking point, but if I don't, what I usually do is use a bit of masking tape as a temporary knocking point and play about with that on the string beforehand. Measure it off on here, and then I can take that over and put onto this string. So we clip that on, just making sure the limbs in the string aren't touching anything, and it goes up, just touches the rest. There we go. And then we can look at these measurements here and tie the serving on. To start off with, I use a clove hitch. So loop our piece of serving material on. Then you want to kind of come round and back up again, and then back down through this loop here. And then I just make sure both ends are the same length, and just kind of put it up tight, and then just move that up to where I want it. And just pull that tight. Like that. And then you can unclip your bracing height gauge. Right. And I start with the end that's going in the opposite direction to the serving. So this one is the one. You can see this. You might not be able to see it. I'll do a close-up one for the next knocking point. But the serving's going kind of like in that direction. We want to wind it so this goes in that direction. So that's this one. And you want to follow the way that it wants to go from the knot. So not go up like that, but just follow it round. Hold on to the other end. I do just 3 to start off with, so that's 2, 3. There. And carry on going round, and then make a loop and start winding back through with that. I go about 7 times with that. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Lay that over the knot now. And you can start winding back over. See, as I wind on with this end, it comes off this end. You want to be keeping that as tight as you can as well. Tight, and you've got your tail here. Use your pliers. Just pull that end through. Put it tight. Cut that off. Leave a little tab there. You can burn that and just keep the other tail out of the way. This is a lot easier to do indoors. Right, you've got your other tail. Do your 3 to start off with. That's 1, 2, 3. Make your loop, and then go twist it round back towards. And you don't want to go as far this time with this one, so just do 5 of this. So that's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Again, tail over the knot. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, I'll just be careful when you're pulling this one through. You don't want to be down over this, you want it to be on top of that first one you laid down. Like that. Put it nice and tight. You can cut that off. Okay, next knocking point now. What I do for this is get my arrow, clip it onto the string, put it on the rest. Again, got another 18 inches or about 45 centimeters of material. Yeah. Okay, and tight on. I'm just going to zoom in now so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and I start off with the clove hitch. That's going over the string. Then it kind of comes across that bit you just put and through the loop. Just get both ends equal. And just slide it up to the knock. See, there's a little bit of play there. You want to get that down a little bit. As least play as possible without it being overly tight. So about like that's right. Pull that tight. Just check. There's not a lot of play in there. And clip your arrow. And again, looking at which way the serving's going. You can see the serving's slanted like this. So you want to be starting off on the one that will wrap the opposite direction, so that's like that. So holding on to the tail again. That's 1, 2, 3. Put it tight. Make your loop. Go back serve. If it's 7 times again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put that over your knot. Just try and keep these really close together and tight. So it makes a really good finish. Okay, I just checked the fit of the knot, and you want it to, you can hear it clipping on, and it doesn't move at all. You don't want it so if it doesn't clip on, it's too tight. But that's perfect. So now, get that other tail out of the way. We can chop this off and melt the end. And melting the end just makes it a knot so it can't pull back through, and it keeps it all in place. Right, now when doing this one, you've got to be careful you don't go past the kind of boundary set by the previous layer, otherwise it makes the knocking point too tight. So I just put my fingernail there. Okay, so there's my 3 starter ones, and again we don't want to be going over this one, so we need to just do 5 this time. 1, 2. Lay that over the top. Okay, you've got to be careful it doesn't snag on like the bottom layer again, so just make sure that's up. Make sure it's up tight, and then give it a final turn. Chop that off. Let that down, push it down. Right, and you can see that's nice and tidy, all the knots are as low as possible there. Okay, and double check with the arrow. It's still clipping on really nicely. There's no movement up and down. Check again with your bracing height gauge. That's exactly where I want it to be. And that's how we do one of them. Okay. Put some links in the video below for serving material and things like that. Hope you find it helpful.